in our research collaboration is kind of twofold. So you have the understanding of stroke pathology and really learning about stroke in humans in a way that we never knew before. And then you have the treatment. How do we improve treatment? So to the first side of things, or the first angle, we decided that we wanted to look at stroke in humans in a way we couldn't before. And thrombectomy as a procedure offers us that window, a window that we didn't have before. So when we go up through the blood vessel to reopen that blocked blood vessel, and here's our clot sitting in the blood vessel, okay, we have to go through it first in order to deploy our devices to get it out. In the process of doing that procedure, blood is removed distal to the clot and in front of the clot and the clot itself. All of that is removed. And for years, we were throwing it in the garbage because it was tissue that came out. It was, here's this clot. We never want to see that again. Get that out of the patient. And it would go to the garbage. And I said, well, that's silly. We're in a position where this is something that is precious. It gives us a window into stroke. And so we designed a protocol so that we capture all of that, the blood in front of and behind the clot and the clot itself. When we have a stroke patient come in and we decide, I or one of my partners decides to perform the thrombectomy, we say go. And when we say go, our pagers go off. And this is a pager that's carried by me as an interventionalist. It's carried by our entire thrombectomy team, so the technicians, the nurses, we all swarm to the angio suite to do the procedure as quickly as possible. But there's one more pager. And that pager is carried by our researchers. And so they know to come. And we take the tissue, and we actually have a small lab set up adjacent to the angio suite where they can process the tissue and save it for things like gene expression analysis, look at the proteins that are in there, and understand the acid-base balances. So we're able to look at the tissue in many ways and preserve it actually in a tissue bank. And so if a year from now or 2 years from now we say, hey, we want to go look back at this thing we didn't even think about before, we'll have the capability to do it. The tissue bank is linked up to a patient-protected, confidential database where we can maintain information about age, comorbidities, where did the clot come from, how much time occurred, or the time intervals, what was their imaging, how did they do after the stroke in terms of how big their strokes were. And so we're able to link the clinical back to these basic science questions. What I can tell you is we've enrolled, I believe, 26 patients at this point, and the information that we've gotten from them so far is stuff we never knew about stroke before.